What's going down, folks? It's your boy C23 back on the sticks once again with another Madden 15 Connected Careers matchup starring my Atlanta Falcons. Now, in this Week 4 matchup, my Atlanta Falcons hit the road to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Now, when this game first loaded up, I honestly thought that EA made a mistake and gave the Vikings the wrong field, because I'm so used to seeing the Vikings play in that old school dome that was built in like 1985 and all that. But then I remembered their new stadium is under construction, so this new outdoor field where they're playing now is just a temporary site for the next couple of years, because I believe their new stadium is going to be open in 2016, 2017, something like that. But anyway, it doesn't matter where we play. We can play indoors, outdoors. We can play on the moon for all I care. My Falcons are here to handle business, just like you can see with that touchdown catch by Julio Jones. And look how Matty Ice just lets it go. Julio's not even breaking out of his route yet. Turns around, the ball's already on him. That's just how we play with anticipation out here, folks. Now, if our defense could play with that same intensity, then maybe we could have done something about AP taking that back to the house. But what are you going to do? I mean, really, the Vikings run offense with Adrian Peterson in the backfield is just cranked up on steroids in this game. But the passing game's another story altogether. As you can see, Corey Bierman gets loose and is able to get to Matt Castle for the sack. We'll take that. So with the score tied 7-7, I'm still thinking let's be aggressive here. Let's not force anything, but at the same time, we still need to put up points because we are on the road and we don't want to get behind having to play catch up the entire game. I mean, that's the worst possible feeling ever when you're down anywhere between 7 to 10 points with about a quarter or less to play. It really takes you out of your comfort zone. It really makes you step out of your element and forces you to take a lot more chances than you would ordinarily. So we're trying to avoid that. Plus, we're on the road, so you already know some road cheese is about to happen later on in this game. You already know. Plus, we have to deal with number 28, who's just a monster to bring down altogether. And for those of you that might be wondering why Peterson is even suited up right now, it's because I started playing this franchise mode literally the week that Madden came out. So that's at least a month or so before any type of suspensions were handed out to players. So getting back to the action, we ended up forcing an incomplete pass, which forces the Vikings to go for a ridiculously long field goal. I don't know why they even went for that, to be honest with you. I know Walsh has a leg and everything, but my goodness, man, that was a ridiculously long field goal. Plus, I'm able to set up shop on the 50, and after one completion, I'm already on the plus side of the 50. So it's time for me to go to work. I drop back with Matty Ice in the shotgun, look downfield, and connect with the wide open Harry Douglas over there near the sideline, bringing up a 1st and 10. Take the snap once again out of the shotgun, scramble out of the pocket, looking downfield and connected with Julio Jones in stride, who dives in for the touchdown. And yes, I kind of ran out of breath doing my commentary, but we're going to leave it just like that. Checking out the replay, I probably didn't need to leave the pocket. There was a decent pocket. I could have just sat back there and surveyed the field, but hey, you can't argue with the results. So on the next Vikings possession, it's a disaster from the start. 1st and 10 play goes nowhere. The completion on 2nd and 11 probably gets a yard, if that. So it brings up a 3rd and 10 situation. Then Matt Castle takes the snap under center, drops back, has all day to survey the field, but nobody is open. He tries to scramble, but Corey Bierman is there to bring him down for his 2nd sack of the game, and Castle goes down hurt. Look at Croy going to work, beating the double team, and as soon as Castle tries to leave the pocket, Bierman is right there to bring him down. Now, I went 3 and out on my next possession, giving it right back to them, but they almost returned the favor right there. William Moore was in perfect position for the pick. I'm going to just chalk that one up to home field advantage because that was my pick all the way. I probably should have user controlled the player, but I was a little bit slow in the reaction time, so that's what happened. Now check out the cheese on this next play. The game conveniently freezes just as Adrian Peterson gets stopped on 3rd and inches. For a minute though, I thought that all game footage from that game had been lost, and I had to replay 2nd and 3rd down. So here we are, 3rd and 2. They go out play action. Castle drops back, looks downfield, but Osi Umenyiora is right there to break up the play. If Castle just had a second longer, he probably would have completed that pass for a 1st down, but fortunately he didn't. Our offense takes over temporarily, and I say temporarily because we give it right back on the first play. There is nothing more frustrating than throwing a pick on the first play of a possession right after your defense did a nice job getting them off the field. Now, how is Matt Castle that strong to just shrug off my D lineman and chuck the ball 50 yards downfield for a completion? Are you freaking kidding me right now? So yeah, that just happened, and it sets him up perfectly for an easy touchdown by Adrian Peterson, bringing them back within 3 points of tying this game up. So what do I have to do? I got to come back out, and I got to be aggressive here. The fourth quarter is already underway, 6:44 to go. I drop back with Matty Ice and hit Julio Jones in stride over the middle. So that's 2 completions to Julio Jones, and we're already in the red zone. The third completion goes to Roddy White, who's about a yard from the goal line. So all I got to do at this point is just hand off to Freeman, let him go in there and do his thing. And we're right back where we should be with a nice 10-point lead. Feeling pretty good about ourselves, right? Right. Now, you guys know I'm showing you this kickoff return for a reason, right? Because only 1 or 2 things could possibly happen. Either he's taking it to the house or he's going to fumble. And by now you can tell he's not fumbling. So my special teams unit got burned by Cordell Patterson, taking it all the way to the house on the kickoff return. So they're right back in this thing again. But when the chips are down, you got to count on Matty Ice. Look at the pass from Matt Ryan to Roddy White on this play. It's ridiculous. Matty tries to run, throws off his back foot, but puts the perfect touch on the ball. The arc and elevation, the ball drops right out of the sky into Roddy's hands, and Roddy tries a spin move there for some dumb reason. Roddy, you should just keep running out of bounds, man. Don't ever try to spin move like that again. But we'll take the result of the play. As we set up shop on the 20-yard line, I'm thinking touchdown the entire way through. I take the snap under center and connect with Devin Hester for a short completion. Bringing up a 3rd and 4 situation, Matty takes a snap out of the shotgun, throws it behind Julio Jones. Check out this catch by Julio. Julio's able to go back and get it. The ball's thrown a little bit behind him. He catches it with one hand, reels it in, and then protects it as he's going down. Well, then again, he doesn't really protect it that well, but he doesn't cough it up, so we're good to go. On 4th and goal, I decide to be a little bit too aggressive. I don't know why. It's a 3-point game, and I force the ball into the end zone. Greenway picks it off again. That's Chad Greenway's 2nd interception on the day, and that one was a costly one because I threw it in the end zone. Picks are bad by themselves, but if you throw them in the end zone, man, you come away kicking yourself the entire way through. But what do I do on the next play? I user pick it, and we'll take that right back. But taking a closer look at the play, it was the pressure applied by Corey Bierman that made Matt Castle get rid of the ball a little bit faster than he wanted to, which ultimately forced the game-clinching interception. So we end up taking this one 31-21. Falcons taking care of business on the road in a pretty weird game if you ask me. But we'll take the W. Taking a quick look at the player stats, Matty Ice has an 84.7 rating with 30 completions out of 45 attempts, 353 yards, a completion percentage of 66%, and 3 touchdowns. We'll take that. And all 3 of those touchdowns went to Julio Jones on 11 catches for 151 yards, averaging 13.7 yards a catch. Roddy White and Harry Douglas had pretty productive days as well. They both had 8 catches for almost the same total of yards. Not bad at all, fellas. But anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. But before I do, I got to remind you guys to check in with me on Twitter at C23Games for the latest video news. Go on ahead and smack that follow button and lock in.